This morning, ooh, bread rolls and a big loaf, soft, lovely, because we're having hamburgers tonight, beef burgers tonight, and they'll be ready by then. So, I think another, I don't know, 10 minutes cooking out. They'll go in the oven. In the meantime, in between time, let's have a look at how far we've got with whatever it was we were doing, which was the engine shed. Right? I came down this morning and I thought it had died. You know, it's a bit like one of those spiders that you see with all its legs up in the air. But then I remembered I've we're getting there with it. I'm getting a bit cheesed off. It seems to be all we're doing at the moment. It's building, but I like that. I like that. So far, so good. We've got the gable ends to go on and a couple of more vents to put through, and a lot of sort of like what do they call it? Pillars and everything on the inside to finish off, just to make it look nice. So don't forget that although it's taken me a while to make, didn't cost that much to download. I think I told you it was about about £5. And I saw one the other day. Somebody sent me through an advert for one of these engine sheds. It was a 3-road, this is a 4. It was laser cut. Okay, you've still got to paint it, you've still got to stick it together, you've still got to hide those little kind of slot things that you get with laser cut items. It was 85 quid, which I thought was a bit, yeah, right. As opposed to a £5. Mucky, I suppose you could make it. The problem is with those things, isn't it, is that the best bit, the bit that makes it, is the finish, is the paint. It's the coloration and stuff like that, and it's probably the most difficult bit to do, because not everybody's got the eye for putting the colours on and this, that and the other. That's why I quite like these kits here with the printed thing, although they're not a embossed finish on the walls, etc. It still looks fairly realistic, you know. You're not going to get up to it, well, I suppose you might. I'm not. That's going to look realistic enough for me. It looks realistic enough for a £5, doesn't it? Oh, as my wife points out, of course, it's £5 plus the cost of the inks which she buys me, plus the cost of the paper which she buys me, plus the cost of the cardboard that she buys me. So it's a bit more than a £5. Anyway, right, that's enough of that. Let's do something different. Right, it's a box of engines, and another box of engines there, which we've had. Well, they're actually drawers, aren't they? Not boxes. So I've had these hanging about for a while. These are old. These need cleaning. But well, yeah, they're all right actually. They're all right. They do me. I'm not one for spending a huge amount of money on engines. Look at the price of them nowadays. They're phenomenal, aren't they? £200–300 a piece, with noise, sound, which would drive me around the bend, and DCC, which we're not. But even a DC controlled engine nowadays is very expensive. So I try and just see what I can pick up second hand. It doesn't bother me what the make is. There's some nice Airfix stuff still hanging about. Still hold its own. Some of the Airfix originals. Anyway, we'll have a look and see what we've got. We've got a lot of these little 040s, which is that's a Hornby, Stewart's, Lloyd's, and I don't know what. It's an 040 Hornby. There's another one. That is a couple of bits broke off there. There's another one. Slightly different colour, blue. And these must be popular. I must like these. There's a black one. And oh, it's got a Scottish one. A Scottish one. There you go. Scottish one. There's 4 of them. Blimey, Harry, didn't know we had 4 of them. That's good, isn't it? I couldn't tell you what they are, apart from the fact they're all 40s. But there you go. I never was a train spotter when I was a kid, but I know what the real wheel arrangements are, so I'm happy with that. You may not be. Sorry about that. I couldn't tell you. Somebody will tell me, I'm sure. So that was some 040s. Oh, there's another one. But it's not the same. That's a Hornby there. An 040 Hornby. Again, we did leave some upstairs, didn't we, Harry? Some 040s. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is another Hornby. 060. So we've got 0 plus 2, 4, 6, and then 0. So 060. Yeah, good at that. Good at that. One that I thought was identical, but it's not. Totally different. And oh, it's a Lima. This is a Lima. A golden age. That's got a bit of weight to it, that one. A Lima. That's nice, that, isn't it? Hmm. Yeah, pretty. I think you see those dragging around those. What's it? Looks a bit. I think that needs seeing to. I think that looks a bit odd to me. Looks a bit squiffy. So we'll see to that one. As I say, they've been hanging about for a while, and they need seeing to. Steam. What have we got steam-wise? We've got a 262 Hornby. That's nice, isn't it? I like that. I like that. So hopefully, once they've all been cleaned up, we can put them on the track upstairs. Give them a run around. See if we can find somewhere to hide them, like in the engine shed. We could hide them in the engine shed, couldn't we? Steam, more steam, give me more steam. This is a mainline. That is nice. I like that. 260. So that's an Ivet, I believe. Ivet was the man who designed it. Mr. Ivet. Very good, very good. I like those. That's nice. So we got that one. Oh, we've got a stack of these things, haven't we, Harry? What's this? King class. And this is a Lima, Italy. Right, the engine in this one is in the back end. Not the best of designs, but there you go. And that's a 460 King class. Quite nice. That used to be, I think, work on the Great Western region. So, yep, that's alright. Steam wise, we're okay with that. Right, what else steam wise? Oh, the Flying Scotsman. This is the one. Have you got that?
Yep.
That 462, and it is the Flying Scotsman. That's a Hornby one, and that's the one with sound. It's actually got sound, that one. I'll show you when we get upstairs next time. When we put it on the track, I'll make a point of letting you hear that. You don't have to go to the hassle of having DCC to have sound. That's nice. Do we have some more? Oh yeah, we've got another steam engine. This is the Spitfire. This is a Hornby. I think this one used to work on basically the southern region. As it says southern on it, yeah, okay. And that's a 462. Yeah, looks alright, that. The southern, it says. Spitfire. So that's a nice steam engine. And then we've invested in some diesels as well. Oh, I think we've got some more steam somewhere, but blimey. What's that? That's a coach. What's that? We've got some of those, some of these. So we've got sort of a set of those. What's that? They're called a DMU, diesel multiple unit. So that's this is the driving end. We've got a coach and a back end, which is the same as this, reversed without an engine. So that's built in Britain. Built in Britain. Is it a Hornby? Not got a clue. Could be. Could be a Hornby. And then we've got some diesels. Intercity one. Bit new this, isn't it, eh? That's a Hornby. Bit new. That's quite nice. I think we've got a few coaches to go with that. I don't know. Have we? I don't think we have we?
Well,
we'll have a look. We've got some coaches. We just need to have a look and see. Really. Oh, that's two. They've both got engines in them. That's good, isn't it? All right. Okay. Now, I don't know anything about diesels, apart from the fact that that is a mainline and it's called a warship. Don't ask me why. It's called a warship. And it's called Kelly. That's nice, eh? Alright, so that's the blue and yellow one. I'm really into blue and yellow ones. I think that was a mistake when I bought that. I was on eBay looking at something, and I wanted to get a bit better look at it. So when you when you get to the first page, you know, the one with all the bits on it, you click on it, and then when I got to the second, when it enlarges it and goes to the actual product, the arrow, my little pointer thing on my mouse, or on my finger pad thing, the arrow was directly over the buy it now, and I didn't see that, and I got the shakes a bit, and my finger bought it. Luckily, it works all right, and it looks okay. But it's a kind of new one. It's not one that I was actually after, but it's all right. It's all right. Here's another one. This is the Manchester Regiment. I couldn't tell you what on earth that is, apart from the fact that it's a diesel. I know that. Well, I think it is. It's certainly not steam, it's diesel. So, let's say, when I was growing up in the 50s, 60s, that was nearly all steam. Is this a class 55? One asks oneself. There's another one anyway. Another one. Another diesel. And then we've got an even bigger one. And that is, I know that's a class 47 because it says 47 on it. So that's a biggie. I think we've got a couple left. This one here, which is a 37, it says on it. That's been weathered, hasn't it, eh? Look at the state of that. Don't know who makes these things. Oh, it's a Lima. That's a Lima. What was the last one then? That was a Lima. We seem to be heavily into Limas at the moment, don't we? And it's not last because there's some upstairs. This is a class 47 and this is a Hornby. And this is even newer kind of looking thing, really, with those big arrows on it. It's not something which I really want flying around on my circuit. It's a bit big, a bit diesely, and it's a bit browny grey, isn't it? Bit uninterested. So anyway, we'll get to going through these, clean them up, and then we'll see what we can do with them. See if we've got enough room to put them on. Really. I mean, it's a long time since we've had these out, isn't it, huh? Mm. We've got lots of different coaches. The thing is with coaches is that I saw one the other day. What was it now? A second-hand Hornby coach. It was one of those fancy coaches. I can't remember what they call them now. What do they call them now? The ones with the names on. They've just brought out.
I can't remember. No.
Anyway, second-hand. Oh, it's like new, it said, or it should be, because they haven't been out that long, haven't they? £75. So, I mean, some of these, this is a Hornby. This is quite old. I mean, it's got some plastic wheels on it, but I mean, you can change those, I suppose, for metal wheels, can't you? People do. We could change it for metal wheels. One of those, you can buy those now second hand. For me, that's nice. It's a corridor train. Corridor and brake, I think, is it? This bit here, brake, LMS. Very nice. And, there's two of them. So, apart from the roof, I think the roof's a bit awful, isn't it? Roof's a horrible silver colour. But, there's another one exactly the same, isn't it? It's a third. Oh, it must be quite old. I can never remember going in a railway carriage third class. I think they'd done away with them by the time I sort of was going on railways. They used to have ladies only carriages, I know that. We used to go in there with mother. Ladies and little noisy kids, I think it was. So we got a couple of those. With those paints that I bought, the rail paints, you know, you can you can tone these things down. So you don't need to pay an absolute fortune. There's a Great Western region, isn't it? Not the nicest. Lima. That's got metal wheels. Don't know whether they're the right ones. But no, that's... I could do with a bit of work on it, I suppose. But it's not too bad. You can pick these up now for what, £9, £8, £9, £10 a piece. You could buy a whole rake for, I don't know, for 40 quid, something like that. £40 for a rake of these. Whereas you pay £40 for one of those the new ones. Which I don't have that kind of money to throw away. Well, it's not throwing it away, is it? I don't have that kind of money to invest in model railways. So we do what we can with what we've got. Right, stop. Well, no, don't stop. Yes. We'll see whether we're going to stop or not. Do we? Yeah, I think we'll stop. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for signing up, whatever it's called. What's it called?
Subscribing.
Subscribing.
Signing the petition.
Thank you for, yes, thank you for signing. Yes, I'm not completely bonkers. Just sign the petition to say that I'm not. And then I'll see you soon. And a word for my brother, who emailed me the other day. He wants, what did he want? He wanted an overall view of the circuits of the track that we've laid out. So that's quite easy. I can just hang from the ceiling and take an overall picture of those for you, Pat. And also something to do with signalling and whether I was going to use some, I can't remember what it was, signalling. But yeah, I'll have some signals, but they won't work. They'll, you know, they'll work if I move them a bit. But it's another thing. Signalling. Straight over my head. I'm sure there's an act to it. Signals should be in certain places. We'll have to learn, eh? Alright, learn with me. And see you next time, eh? Cheers. Yeah, good. Ooh. Bread. That's the bread we saw earlier, wasn't it? Which has been cooked now. So, nice, soft bread. Look at this, watch. Oh, beaut, mate. Nice beef burger in that tonight. Caramelised onions. Tell you what I did this morning. Steak and kidney pie. That was nice. In one of those pie makery things. They're good, those. It's like a toasted sandwich maker, but about 5 times as deep.
That over there.
Baked pastry. Sorry?
That over there.
That over there where?
Over there. Pie maker.
Oh, a pie maker. Yeah, yeah. Boop, boop. Yeah, you kind of clap it down like that. And it cooks it. About a quarter now. It's good, isn't it? You've got to cook the filling beforehand, of course. But it's a nice pie. You can do all sorts. Yeah, I like steak and kidney, man. Anyway, yeah, for the second time, bye bye. See you again.